This is DearMamaSal, and it is Wednesday, and it is cool. It's 4 degrees Canadian. I think that's 40 American, if my memory serves me well. Yep. And that's fairly chilly for somebody without a coat on, don't you think? But I came screaming out of the house without a coat. What can I say? Doofus. That's my middle name. I had an uneventful evening last night, for those of you waiting for this morning's doofus report. I really did have quite an uneventful morning. I slept really well last night. I don't know why. I think, I put 2 videos up last night, which took quite a lot of concentration and coordination of my various programs. And it was funny because I got 2 different programs that I edit with, depending on, what's going on. I don't know why I use 2 different ones, but I do. And I realized that the one uploads far faster than the other. So, it just is much, much faster to use. Although it's more fussy to use. You know what I mean? It doesn't always work as easily. So, it's the price you pay for speed, I guess. And that's okay. So I realized that it is 1 day away from Halloween, and probably everybody's getting ready with all their Halloween stuff. You will notice I have not done a tour of my house to show you my Halloween decorations. There's a good reason for that. There aren't any. I am not good on that sort of stuff, to be honest. And I guess because I'm on my own. But I do know people who live on their own that are really big into doing that sort of thing. But I don't know. I guess I'm hardly ever at home, and when I am, I'm not really sitting around taking in the decorations. So that makes me a bad person, Sabia. I have got candy. So I'm very excited. My hockey team's doing much better. It's won 4 of its last games, so we like that. And tonight it plays the Red Wings. The Canucks play the Red Wings, so that'll be a very good game to watch. And it's here in town, so I hope that they're going to televise it. It must be sold out. Surely they must televise it. Please, please, please let them televise it. Otherwise I'm in big trouble. I'm trying to get the discipline to continue to work on the blankie that I'm making for Ange. And it's really funny because last year there wasn't any problem. If it's time to watch the Canucks, then it's time to make the blankies. And I had quite a few made by Christmas. Not so much this year. I'll be lucky if I get Ange's finished at this rate. And don't even talk to me about Christmas. Well, there is a possibility that my brother is going to go and visit my sister, and maybe come and visit me as well. But if he comes, then obviously I will be going down to spend Christmas with them. Because, at this age you wonder how many more Christmases will we have together, and probably not a lot, especially as he comes from Africa when he visits, so. That's quite something. So, the heat just kicked in my car. Oh, that's pleasant. Very pleasant. I can tell I'm going to have to sit and warm up the car soon, so definitely going to have to start getting up a little earlier. So enthusiasm. How enthusiastic are you about life? People are always commenting on that I smile a lot, that I seem to have a lot of energy for life. I'm fairly enthusiastic about my life. I think that's why. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I'm not, a lot of things. But I am happy. And I work hard at staying that way. And so I'm pretty enthusiastic about being enthusiastic about the things that I do. I try not to resent everything that I do, which I think a lot of people do. I don't resent going to work. I'm very thankful for it. When I say I'm very thankful for it, to me that's like, wow, I get to go to work and pay my bills. Yay. There are a lot of people who don't have that. So, I mean, to me, it's a good thing. I get to put gas in my car. I get to write presents for people. I get to do all sorts of things. So to me, going to work is something to be excited about, not something to be miserable about. I've just had an invitation to possibly go away for a weekend in November with a couple of girlfriends. Well, I haven't done that in years. A girls' weekend away, and we're going to go to some place on the Sunshine Coast, as we call it, and just go and veg out in. Somebody's got a cottage up there. We're just going to go, undoubtedly with some bottles of wine. We're just going to go and veg out. Now, I know what you're all saying. Field trip. But the sad part about it is the trip over there will probably be in darkness. Probably be doing it at night, because we'll be leaving at night, not during the day. But hopefully we will come back during the day, in which case that will be a good thing. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And then what else have I got going on in November? Oh yes, Dougie's coming to visit me. So those of you who know Dougie, that'll be fun. So already November's quite busy, and then of course we got December. And we all know what December brings. So I've always found that from this point onwards, the year goes very, very quickly. Very quickly indeed. So part of what I like to do is go shopping. Do a little bit of Christmas shopping on every payday for the next few. Because that gets the bulk of it done. How many have we got? We've got this week, 2 in November, 2 in December. Yeah, so that's how I like to do it, if possible. And also, because there is a possibility that I'm going to need to go away for Christmas, it also means that it'll be a quieter Christmas, if you know what I mean. I won't be doing as many things for as many people. Now, I always try and sit down and make jewellery for people, because I enjoy doing that. So that's going to be fun. I find it very relaxing, actually. I wonder if any of you make your own jewellery, because it really is an incredibly relaxing thing to do. It's creative. It's high achievement, it gives you lots of mojo juice in that way. Talking about mojo juice. Yeah, had a very interesting conversation with Leslie, our agoraphobic viewer, over the weekend. And bless her little cotton socks. She did this incredible trip outside her house, down the pathway and outside the gate a couple of weeks ago. Well, she was busy apologizing for the fact she hasn't done anything since. And I said, no, I totally understood that she would need to regain some mojo juice. And she didn't quite understand what I was getting at. So I tried to give her a visual. And I had a glass of water and I said, well, if I do something that requires a great deal of effort, if you like, is mojo juice. And so I said, it drains me to a certain extent of mojo juice. So I drank some of the water to show her. And I said, in order for me to be back at full power, I've got to be able to replenish the mojo juice. In other words, I need to top up the glass again before I'm going to have enough strength, courage, whatever, to be able to take the next step. If you just keep depleting your mojo juice, then you end up scaring yourself stupid or doing something, that is not rational, just for the sake of doing whatever it is. And it's like having sleep deprivation. We do a lot of stupid things when we're deprived of sleep. So what I was explaining to her is that was quite all right. And, the whole point was, how long does it take to top up the mojo juice? Well, it depends what you do. And it all has to do, again, with enthusiasm. Because if you're living a very humdrum, boring life, guess what? You could have very low mojo juice. Or, if you happen to enjoy your mundane life, then you won't need any mojo juice. Now, do you understand where I'm getting at? Which is, depends how you perceive it. I mean, I used to be the world's greatest party animal in my 20s. I mean, really, you would have been proud of me. I was good. How I ever worked for a living is beyond my comprehension. But I was really a party animal. So you look at it and you go, not so much now. Just the word party makes me tired. But where did I get all that mojo juice from when I was in my 20s? Well, I was thoroughly enjoying myself. I mean, I'd get home from work very tired, and somebody'd phone and say, hey, there's a party on at Fred's, do you want to go? Of course I wanted to go. Mojo juice, it was exciting. Partying was exciting, therefore filled me up with mojo juice. So, you've got to look at it and say, what are you doing in your life that's filling up your mojo juice? For some of you, you're being creative. For some of you, you are being very, very satisfying lives. Maybe you're baking or doing art or doing something that sort of gives you that ooh and ah thing. Maybe you're renovating. Don't talk to me about that. Maybe you're renovating and it gives you pleasure. Whatever it is that gives you energy, that excites you, will give you mojo juice. Or whatever relaxes you. And I don't mean the sit and watch television relax, as much as the do something that gives you relaxation and gives you a reward. That's what mojo juice does. You need to have something in your life that you not only challenge yourself with, but it brings you satisfaction at the end. Or maybe the satisfaction is in the attempt of it. Maybe you're learning a new hobby. That will give you mojo juice. As long as you don't get too frustrated with yourself. And especially with these long winter nights coming. What are you going to spend your winter nights doing? I mean, in my case, uploading. But, that's why I try and find things to multitask while I'm doing the uploads. And now what I try and do actually is because uploading is such a weird process. It's got this sort of 3 parts to it. You go in there. No, actually, it's more than 3. You go in, you upload from the camera, then you edit, then you've got to save to the computer, and then you're uploading to YouTube. Then you're adding all the words and stuff to it. So I mean, it's multi-part. So it does take a long time, whether you like it or not. There really aren't too many shortcuts that I know of. And if any of you have got them, feel free to send them. But, it's a lot of work. More than most people know. And so I'm always looking for ways that I can do that, but also multitask it. So I found, that I've sort of got a bead now on how long it takes to do this or that part of it. And I'll just put something on Netflix and start watching it, knowing that within half an hour I'm going to need to do the next step, or within 40 minutes or whatever, or in 2 hours. And so it allows me to sort of do that. And that was another question I had for you in terms of the fall season. I wondered what programs people are enjoying this year. Are you watching new television programs that you're enjoying? And if so, what are they? I'm trying to think which new ones I'm enjoying. I like The Blacklist. I don't know why. I find that quite challenging to watch. Maybe that's why. So think about what you're going to do this winter, and think about Christmas now. Don't wait until the last week. Start saving for it if you haven't already now, or start shopping for it now. That would be my advice. I learned this the hard way too many times, and it really makes it so much easier. And, let's say that your budget for Christmas is $500. I don't know what your budget is. Even if it's twice that, doesn't matter. But start working out, okay, this is what I get to put away. Even if you want to do it all at one time at the end, because you think you get a better deal or whatever your reason is, at least put that money aside now, every pay period, so that when it comes here, you've actually got it there, and don't use it for anything else. And then the most important one, do everything you can not to spend it all. Actually, last year I think was the first year I actually achieved that, where I put away money, I did my Christmas shopping, and I spent less than I had in my Christmas shopping budget, which did surprise me. So, hope you have fun with it. I didn't know that Mercedes made a SUV type thing. It's a brand new one being parked by somebody who should not be driving a car. If you know what I mean. But very pretty car. Alright, I'm at work. Oh, and there's a Corvette behind me. How many of you know? Oh. would have liked one of those in my day. This is Dear Mama Sal saying bye for now.